Tissue. Here.
Oh, there's a box on my notes, sorry.
All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's Board of Zoning Appeals meeting. My name is Arlisha Wilson. I'll be your chair for today. It is 9:31, and I'm going to go ahead and call us to order. We'll get started with the preamble. Madam Secretary.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning. My name is Liz Kukla. I'm the Secretary of the Board of Zoning Appeals, and I'm going to read the preamble for you this morning, this Monday, February 10th. In compliance with notification requirements of the city's open meeting law and section 101.021 of the codified ordinances of Cleveland, Ohio, 1976, notice of this meeting has been publicly posted. All boards and commissions under the purview of the city planning department conducts its meetings according to Robert's Rules of Order. Actions during the meeting will be taken by voice vote. Abstentions from any vote due to a conflict of interest should be stated for the record prior to the taking of any vote. In order to ensure that everyone participating in the meeting have the opportunity to be heard, we ask that you use the raise hand feature before asking a question or making a comment. The raise hand feature can be found in the participants panel on the desktop and mobile version and activated by clicking the hand icon. Please wait for the chair facilitator to recognize you and be sure to select unmute and announce yourself before you speak. When finished speaking, please lower your hand by clicking on the raise hand icon again and mute your microphone. We will also be utilizing the chat feature to communicate with participants. The chat feature can be activated by clicking the chat button located on the bottom of the WebEx screen. Please note that call-in users can unmute by using *6. All meeting activity is being recorded via the WebEx platform. These proceedings are also being live streamed via YouTube for public view. We provided a link to the meeting for those who wish to speak on a particular case via our website and email. All requests to speak on a particular matter have been considered. We've also received emails from those who provided written comment on a particular matter. Back to you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Let's go ahead and do a roll call.
Sure. Mr. Madison?
Present.
Ms. Roca?
Present.
Ms. Faith?
Present.
Ms. Holzer will be absent this morning, Ms. Wilson,
Okay.
and Ms. Wilson.
Present.
Madam Chair, we have a quorum with 4 members. We should let the appellants know at this time, in order for a motion to pass, it must be approved by 3 affirmative votes. Since there are only 4 members here today, you risk the chance of a tied vote and the variance being denied. So at this time, if the appellants would like, they can request a postponement to a future date when we would have 5 members.
Okay. Is there any appellant present who will request a postponement on that basis? All right. Hearing none, we will move forward. Are there any other postponements, Madam Secretary?
Yes, we do have one postponement. That is for calendar number 24-188 regarding 3122 West Boulevard, Anthony Williams, owner, proposing to establish use as a residential facility for 6 to 8 occupants in a 2-family residential district. It's my understanding they're still working through the process of being reviewed by City Planning Commission and have been scheduled for that in March. And the appellant is requesting a postponement to the end of March. So
Okay.
that would be March 31st.
Okay, that is acceptable. We'll go ahead and postpone calendar number 24-188 to March 31st.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And to anyone who's on the call or in the room, if you received a letter in the mail regarding this hearing, you'll receive another letter in the mail 10 days before the hearing. Thank you. And I believe that's all that we have for postponements and withdrawals this morning. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Madam Secretary. We'll now go through the rules of the hearing. I'll turn that over to Mr. Madison.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The rules for today's hearing is very simple. Please respect each other and respect the work of this board. Please speak clearly for the record so that our court reporter can record today's hearing. Please recognize that one voice should speak at a time to kind of help us track what's happening over the course of today's session. Do not speak unless recognized by the chair. Please raise your hand to be recognized, and that also includes if you're tuning in virtually. All conversations must go through the chair, and please hold your comments until the speaker is done speaking. At any time during today's hearing, at the request of the chair, comments may be limited to 2 minutes to make sure that we have time to hear today's testimonies. With that, I'll turn the session back over to you, Madam Chair.
Thank you so much, Mr. Madison. Our first case today is 25-003. Do we have an appellant present for this matter? All right, I'm not hearing anything in the room. Is there anyone online present for calendar number 25-003?
Good morning. This is Kim Scott, the neighborhood planner. I don't know if the appellant was planning to attend or be present. So, I mean, I can give you an explanation about city planning's position on this and what has happened.
Well, if we don't have an appellant, we won't take any testimony today, Ms. Scott. Thank you so much for chiming in.
Okay.
It sounds like we don't have anyone present. Madam Secretary, do we want to reach out to the appellant and see if perhaps they intend to join us?
Yes, we could do that.
Okay, and in the meantime, I'm going to go to the next calendar number, which is 25-006. Do we have an appellant present for this matter? All right, not seeing anyone in the room. Is there anyone online? You're present? Okay, perfect. Oh, the number. Okay, that makes sense. I'll start using the address so that people can understand which one we're calling. All right, so we do have an appellant present. We're going to go forward on this matter. We don't have needed to read the case in. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Ms. Roca. I'll turn it over to you to read the case in.
Reading in calendar number 25-006 at 3443 West 136th Street, Local Focal LLC owners propose to erect a one-story frame rear bedroom and bathroom addition to existing single-family residence in an A1 family residential district. The owner appeals for relief from the strict application of the Cleveland Codified Ordinances as stated in the agenda.
Okay, thank you so much. Now I will go ahead and swear in all who are present for this matter. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give is the whole truth and nothing but the truth? You raise your right hand, reply with I do, state your name, spell your name, and give your address. I'll start with you.
Make sure you tap the.
Oh,
green
yes.
square. Yep, and when it's green, you're good.
Perfect.
Thank you, Xavier. Paul Beegan, Beegan Architectural Design, last name spelled Beegan. Address is 15703 Madison Avenue. I'm the architect for the project.
Okay, and did I hear I do?
I do.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I do, and my name is Kimberly Hurt. I'm representative from Local Focal. My name is spelled, last name is spelled H-U-R-T, first name Kimberly, K-I-M-B-E-R-L-Y. And my address is 11357 Shaker Boulevard, 500W.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you intend to
Madam
give
Chair?
testimony in this matter?
Madam Chair.
I hear someone chiming in.
Hi, Madam Chair. I do. My name is Tony Jones. I'm representing Jefferson Puritas West Park Development Corporation as well as Councilman Casey. My address is 14703 Puritas Avenue.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Jones. I'll go back to you. Do you intend to speak in this matter? No?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
okay. Thank you, Ms. Jones. Is there anyone else online wishing to speak in this matter? All right, hearing none, we'll start with history of the property, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. There's been no change in the zoning since 1929. In our Records Administration Office, we found that in 1925, a permit was issued to erect a two-story dwelling and a garage. And in 1937, a permit was issued for a garage addition. There are no variances on file and nothing of note in the more recent history. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. May I have legal, please?
Madam Chair, members of the board, appellant is requesting an area variance from the minimum required interior side yard requirements of the zoning code. To obtain the area variance, appellant must prove that denying the request will create a practical difficulty not generally shared by other land or buildings in the same district, will deprive the appellant of substantial property rights, and that granting the variance will not be contrary to the purpose and intent of the zoning code.
Okay, thank you so much. I will now turn to the project team. Who wants to go first?
I will. Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Before we get into this one, because I think we'll probably be here on several other projects, Ms. Hurt is here today as representative for Local Focal, which is the legal entity that owns it, but it is a program of the Cleveland Neighborhood Progress. They have a middle neighborhoods initiative. And if you want to talk a little bit about that, because I think we're going to be here on some other projects before we get into the meat and bones, just so that you understand why we're here for this project and what Cleveland Neighborhood Progress is doing.
Okay.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So I am correct. I am here on behalf of Cleveland Neighborhood Progress, NBC, which is running the Middle Neighborhoods Initiative. Middle Neighborhoods Initiative is also in conjunction and funded by the city of Cleveland. We were given several $1 million in order to rehab homes within 5 Cleveland middle neighborhoods. The home that we're looking at now on West 136th Street is part of the Jefferson neighborhood, which is part of that middle neighborhood initiative. And so part of our initiative's goal is to rehab homes in middle neighborhoods in the city of Cleveland in order to provide an additional housing type that doesn't currently exist within the city of Cleveland on a mass scale, so that we can attract additional residents to the city of Cleveland, as well as provide persons who may wish to locate outside of the city of Cleveland because they can't find a similar housing type that they would like to occupy within the city limits.
And also part of it too is the neighborhood stabilization aspect, right? We have a lot of neighborhoods in Cleveland that have gone all the way to the bottom. This neighborhood is not the best, but it's not terrible, right? So there's a couple missing pieces on there. If we could rehab a home and have new families moving into it, again, shore up and stabilize this neighborhood so that it doesn't have to go all the way to the bottom before it comes back up. That being said, for this particular project, we are doing addition on the back. It is a smaller house. Part of the plan for this house is to do afford for a family and possibly even some multi-generational housing with this by adding an addition to the back, creating a first floor bedroom for a family with kids. That could be a master suite for a family that needs to take care of a parent. Then there's a first floor suite with a bathroom on the first floor, so those people don't have to go up to the second floor. The request for the variance is because we are adding to the back. We are not going any closer to the property lines than the current house does. Just with the way that the house is set up and the existing house is set up and arranged on the site. That's what our minimum setback is. We do meet the requirements for minimum 10 feet between housing units. So other than that, that's really the reason for the request for variance.
Okay, thank you for that. Tony, we'll now turn to you to give your comment. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you very much. We are thrilled with Cleveland Neighborhood Progress choosing the Jefferson Puritas area as part of the middle neighborhoods. I love the fact that we are offering additional accommodations for families, and especially by adding the 4th bedroom on the first floor could make or break if you're either needing it as a master bedroom or someone that may have some type of disability that they can't make it upstairs to the other existing bedrooms. We're thrilled that there's a major investment that's going on. We are trying to enhance the neighborhood, and I will dispute that our neighborhood isn't, when the comment was not the best, our neighborhood is the best, but we are looking to attract different families and to accommodate families that are moving into the area. There's a lot of development that's going on, and we appreciate the help of CNP in our neighborhood. So we are totally for this project. The councilman has no objection to this.
Okay, thank you so much, Tony. Any questions from the board?
I have no questions, Madam Chair. I'm ready to go with a motion.
Okay, I'm just going to state for the record that Cleveland Neighborhood Progress is a former employer of mine. I thought about recusing myself, but it does require that there's a direct or personal pecuniary interest, which does not exist. So I think I should be okay to move forward with the vote. I just wanted to make sure that the record was clear with that. Ms. Faith, do you want to go ahead and make your motion?
Certainly will. Since the structure is maintaining the existing footprint with regard to the side lots and is only being extended to the rear, this is fairly standard. And it's a great project, certainly in terms of expanding the livability to different living options for various residents. So with that, I move to approve calendar number 25-006.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Faith. Is there a second?
Board Member Roca, I second.
Okay, call the roll.
Mr. Madison,
Yes.
Ms. Roca,
Yes.
Ms. Faith,
Yes.
Ms. Wilson.
Yes.
Calendar number 25-006 is granted. It'll be ratified on February 24th when we meet again. We will send you a letter, but you can contact us that following Wednesday for further instruction.
Thank
Okay,
you.
You're all set.
Thank you
Good luck
very
with your
much. And
project.
Madam Chair, to Ms. Jones, I stand corrected. Thank you very much for letting me know that it is the best neighborhood.
Have a good day and good luck with your project. Thanks for being here, Ms. Jones. All right, we are
Thank
now
you.
going to call, you're welcome. We're now going to call calendar number 24-002. This is at 737 East 93rd Street. Looks like we do have an appellant present. Is this your matter?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Let's go right ahead and read the case in, please. And I'll turn that over to you, Ms. Roca.
Reading in calendar number 24-002 at 737 East 93rd Street. Jennifer Hurd, owner, appeals under the authority of Section 76-6B of the Charter of the City of Cleveland and Section 32902D of the Cleveland Codified Ordinances from the decision of the hearing officer dated December 13th, 2024 to uphold the city's Department of Public Works invoice number noted in the agenda regarding abating nuisances, grass cutting at the subject property. That was a mouthful. Back to you.
Thank you, Ms. Roca. Okay, I'll go ahead and swear you in. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give is the whole truth and nothing but the truth? You raise your right hand to reply with I do, state your name, spell your name, and then give your address.
I do. Jennifer Hurd, Jennifer, last name Heard, address 741 East 93rd Street, Cleveland, 44108.
Okay, thank you so much. Is there anyone online wishing to speak in this matter? All right, Ms. Koch, I see that you have raised your hand. Please go ahead and swear in.
Ariel Kolk, Department of Assessments and Licenses, 601 Lakeside.
Okay, and did I hear you say I do?
I do.
Okay, thank you so much. Anyone else online wishing to speak in this matter? All right, hearing none, we will go ahead with history of the property, please.
Madam Chair, in this case, there is no history as it is an administrative
is.
appeal. However, I should state for the record that I believe some changes have been made to this record. We are in fact talking about an appeal from invoice number WO7010-158245535. You have all of that information. It was provided to you over the weekend on Friday. There was a ticket number that matches what's in the record, but it's my understanding that that has since been approved and dismissed, or Ms. Cole could probably explain the terminology better. But at this time, we are reviewing a ticket number that doesn't match what's in the agenda. And but just want to make sure that's clear for the record.
Okay. Ms. Cole, can you speak to the discrepancy with the ticket numbers?
What I can speak to is I have recently received from Natasha Brewster in Department of Parks Maintenance a protest granted letter on both invoices involved.
Okay, so it sounds like we wouldn't need to hear the case if you're gonna grant the protest letter, is that right?
She has granted both protests for both invoices, so we will be removing them from the taxes.
Okay, all right, so then we don't need to take testimony. It sounds like you have gotten what you
Excellent.
needed. Okay, very
Thank you very
good.
much.
Thanks for
Um,
coming all the way down
I
here.
know. I wish we could have let you know that ahead of time.
Correct.
But you got a good outcome, so.
Yes,
Here you go.
positive.
Have a good day.
Thank you very much for your time.
Absolutely. You have a good day. Thank you so much, Ms. Koch.
Certainly.
All right, we're going to turn back to matter number 25-003 at 12600 Craven Avenue. Do we have an appellant present for this matter?
Madam Chair, our staff was able to get in touch with the appellant, and he has a family emergency this morning and needs to postpone.
Okay, did he say how long he needed?
We didn't get a specific date. Generally, you give 30 days. That would be the middle of March 10th or March 17th. I think March 10th is better. We have a large case that is shaping up to be on the 17th, so if
Okay.
March 10th works for you, we
Okay.
can fit him on that day.
Okay, that sounds good. So we will postpone calendar number 25-003 to March 10. And that concludes our matters for today. So we will now turn to old business. We have we have numbers 2, 4, and 5. Is there any objection?
No objection.
No objection.
All right, those are affirmed without objection. That concludes our old business. And we will now adjourn at 9:52 a.m. Have a great
Oh,
day,
there's
everyone.
somebody asking a question.
Oh, Carolyn Turner, we hear you. This means our case is postponed to March 10th, right? Is that the appellant? Ms. Turner, can you unmute and tell us who you are, who you're with?
She was having audio issues earlier.
Yeah, I've been
Okay.
favorite day. I've been going back and forth on the chat with Carolyn Turner. It seems like she's having some type of audio mic issues.
Okay.
I've been, messaging her in the chat, everything that's been happening related to the case.
Okay.
That's been postponed to March 10th.
So she knows to come back. Okay, perfect. All right, Ms. Turner, we'll see you back on March 10th. This case will not be heard today. Hoping you got the message. Oh, thank you. Okay, very good. All right.